Okay. Let's get out of here before this guy sees us. Yeah, we could have gone in that way. Maybe we have to break in there later and we'll go in that way. Hey, Cludies, right on, buddy. Yeah, I'm the same way, dude.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Define standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Damn. Remotely sensed. Thank you, buddy.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
So it will attack if a data log is removed? Scan for signs of unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Let's have a look inside.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
Unlock the automech's access panel.
Access panel is open. Please be sure to close the access panel when you are done.
Disable the failsafe.
Failsafe successfully disabled. Kill mode deactivated.
Our character was made for this. View the most recently added data log.
Ejecting data log 17C.
View it. Looks like this automech has instructions to skim random cargo every 1 to 4 days. There's also an instruction to steal a specific package in shipment 6875.
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists. Unit entering standby mode. Have a nice day.
So it was just how we thought. It was all a ruse to cover up one specific theft. Interesting. Let's see what it was. Thank you, Snaky Cakes. I appreciate it, buddy. Oh, wow. Quantum Zero Crow. Nice, dude. 6875. 6875. It's the blasting agents. Interesting. What needs to be blown up? Could be the dark matter bars, but again, that would play into the contraband thing, because dark matter bars are candy bars. They're just candy bars. So Cohh, when are you becoming a VTuber like the rest of Twitch? I know, right? Oh man. I think VTubing's kind of fun. So I don't think it's anything I'll ever do, but I think it's kind of fun. It's a cool idea. I like seeing people take the dive. Did we say anything else to you? All right, here we go. You know what? I'm going to save it real quick before this, because I feel like this discussion could go a lot of different ways. So we can't really manually save in this game, but it does save between transitions. let's just zone out and zone in real quick. What would my VTuber be? My VTuber, I would probably be Letho. I would probably make a little Letho VTuber. I would be a little Letho the cat. Yep. I think that'd be kind of fun. Little Cohh 3.
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I've solved your cargo skimming issue.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
Maybe a charity goal as a VTube as Letho. That could be fun. Maybe down the road. Got a serious security problem.
What makes you say that?
Somebody bypassed the loading mech security system and rewired them to skim random goods.
Damn, you're good. Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
Oh, Shadow, I've heard it's pretty expensive. Yeah. The culprit didn't want you to. It was a cover-up. The theft was random except for a single shipment.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that slug would soon possess it.
Dramatically slam the receiver down on the desk.
You've quite a flair for the dramatic, Inspector. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Sure was. And whoever this device belongs to, that's our culprit.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
She died before she could deactivate the mech she hacked.
That, or she never intended it to stop. Impossible to know now. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
I doubt it was personal.
This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead, and that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Dangerous talk for a man under investigation for Helen's murder. I mean, that's true, but I don't think he did it. He seems pretty pissed.
Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
Or maybe you did know, and this is all a show for my benefit.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Oh my god, is that it? Okay. I'm gonna go talk to this guy, but I hope he gives us more, because... So now we know that Halcyon Helen came to Cedric to get a bunch of materials for doing nefarious goods. Also procured blasting caps. Or blasting supplies. But nothing actually blew up. Nothing got destroyed. We also know that B gave her the note telling her to flee, but he was talking about a scoop. He wasn't talking about, like, blowing anything up. He was acting like they were there for the purpose of reconnaissance. So...
This will be over quickly. We make quite a team, my friend.
Really fast. My lord. I think you need help from Monsieur Hercule Poirot. Yeah, I like this guy a lot, dude. Talk to Bernie again? We could, but we haven't really found any new evidence for Bernie. We haven't really like gotten anything we could drop on him.
You've returned. Now,
we do before we actually before we actually accuse anyone though, we'll definitely need to talk to everybody. Oh, the autopsy report. Aha! Let's go make absolutely sure. Is it another boy? We don't know yet. We don't know the sex of the baby yet. Nope. You should find out in like the next few days. Okay. Bellamy's corpse shows evidence of several possible causes of death, but I've determined the killing blow was plasma damage to her upper vertebrae, occipital bone, and cerebellum. It just says plasma damage. It doesn't say what kind. Upper vertebrae, occipital bone, occipital. Where's occipital again? That's occipital. That's not ocular. That's the, and cerebellum is like brain. So it was like a head shot. It is eye. Oh, it is ocular. Back of the head. So she was shot from. Wait a second. We saw her die though. She was looking at her killer. In the lower back side of the head. Interesting. So maybe, yeah, well, I do admit it's kind of weird that we saw, like, maybe that was from one of her serials. Maybe that was from one of her serials. Because it would be kind of weird. I mean, it was like super movie-esque that we saw her die. So maybe that was just something from her serials and wasn't her actually getting murdered. But then again, it did seem to point out that
Inspector,
that was important. When we were talking, you called her Ruth Bellamy, not Halcyon Helen.
oh, how curious. I do believe you're right. I wonder if this has something to do with the autopsy process. She was Halcyon Helen up until the moment I brought her to the operating table. But as soon as I cut her open, I stopped thinking of her as Halcyon Helen. It's almost as if she stopped being an icon and became a human being.
I guess that makes sense.
I had a feeling you'd understand.
Notice the patient logs in your terminal.
I do keep logs of every patient I treat. Despite appearances, I'm not merely a coroner. I'm also the Grand Colonial's only, and therefore greatest, doctor.
So I'm pretty happy with your work.
I'm very pleased with my work. Cedric Kincannon is an outstanding employer. What I'm about to tell you, do me a favor and keep this between us.
I love a good secret.
I'd much rather work for Slug than Rizzo's. Rizzo's makes a great show about the happiness of its workers, but I think it's all rather artificial.
Thank you, Kata Games.
I'm paid well. I work hard. I'm given respect and a reasonable degree of freedom. Cedric Kincannon runs a tight ship. Most of us enjoy working for Slug.
Oh, temperament.
Will there be anything else? Inspector.
Okay. Interesting. I wonder what that check was for. Okay. So let's go report to this guy, and hopefully he'll give us a new lead. Because I definitely need some more information.
Next stop.
We also have entire sections of this map that we haven't explored yet. Like I think there's an entire island we haven't been to yet. Let's take a look. Examine your suspects. Who could have killed Halcyon Helen? What was their motive? Look at Birdie. Birdie was dating Helen at the time of her death. Could the hot-headed hacker be a cold-blooded killer? Examine the broken tossball stick. A ruined picnic at the Purpleberry Orchards. A tossball stick snapped in half. Were they arguing? Did Birdie lose control of his temper? Consider the other suspects. Spencer Woolridge. Supporting actor to the colony's leading woman. Was Halcyon Helen's old rival responsible for sending her into retirement? Examine the hotel security footage. Examine the invoice. Yeah. Okay. Burbage. Most sophisticated acting automechanical since Burbage 3000. If an automechanical lacks sentience, can they truly be guilty of murder, or was Burbage 3001 merely an accessory? Examine the prop gun. Repurposed weaponry is a common feature in the colony's automechanicals. As an acting automechanical, Burbage's 3001 equipment may frequently be upgraded and replaced with its roles. You learned that Burbage 3001 most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Okay. Profit of profitability. Seminar brochure. Some of the personal notes. Profit of profitability deploys a curious banquet of herbs in her therapy sessions. These herbs run the gamut from bizarre to the exotic. They all share one quality. Their side effects are highly unpleasant and potentially fatal. The profit thing is still really weird. Like, we have to consider that Helen was here for her main mission. Why did she go and visit the prophet? What was the point of that? Bartholomew says, read the second half of the autopsy report. I will. We'll go back and do that on the way out. Oh, I don't have a picture for him. That's weird. The mascot. He was in your room searching for Helen's belongings. Black hole birdie really sent him, and why was he so terrified? We found him murdered later. I'm surprised we don't have more about that. Examine the list of victims. Halcyon Helen. Yep. Dr. Blossom. Oh. Okay. An unknown assailant murdered her. You listened to her final moments over the intercom. Prophet's retreat. Okay. Seeing if there's any like new information or good reminders in here. Purpleberry orchards. Rizzo's workers seem uncomfortably happy all the time in the R&D lab. Something had driven its lab technicians into a violent frenzy. Thanks, Burnt Toast. Consider additional evidence. Loose ends, critical clues, or red saltuna. Look at the model needler gun. This is an exact replica of the needler, Helen's signature weapon. You discovered traces of chemicals in Helen's upturned luggage. Someone removed the needler from her belongings. Look at the bottle of Spectrum Brown. Guaranteed to enhance flavor and improve your mood. Wonder if that has the... Wonder if Spectrum Brown has the parasite stuff in it. Okay. Damn, dude. DLC's not messing around.
Uh-huh. To the left.
Let me check that the second half of that autopsy report real quick. I want to make sure we have all the information before we talk to this guy. The Doctor and the Prophet look similar. They have the same hair. Yeah, it happens in a game like this. Frankly, her death may have come as a relief. It was unwell part of the attack. High concentrations of poisonous compound in her stomach lining. Yeah, we know about that. Spencer Woolrich complained of a similar stomach ailment. Yeah, we know about all this. We know about all this. Okay, and this, it looks like, was she got hit with one of the parasites. Yeah, extreme excitability. Yeah. Thanks, Thorensk. Appreciate it, buddy. Hey, Gothenburg Viking. Okay, nothing really new there.
Next up.
Whew. Are these whole exploration systems and investigating things a huge part of the base game too, or are they unique to the DLC? They're very unique to the DLC. Yes, this DLC is very well crafted. Yep. It is super cool.
Inspector?
I've completed my investigation into Helen's poisoning.
Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
Spencer Woolrich confessed to the crime.
Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and
The report says
detention
her
of
death was
someone I
instant? Oh, we know.
admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
I looked into Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
I'm about to disappoint you. He's got an alibi.
Of course he's got an alibi. He runs Sublight Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
Helen was making money for Cedric. I doubt he has a motive for killing her.
No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Whoa! Sorry to disappoint you, Ludovic. He's alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least
I wonder if he could have died.
Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
Yo, I heard there's a lot of replayability in this DLC. I wonder if it could have been different.
Always so nice to hear you.
Okay.
To the...
Huh. So, I think we need to explore some places we haven't been yet. You're confident that you've investigated everyone who may have had a hand in Helen's death. Go ahead and finish this quest up. No, this DLC is not on rails at all. It does not tell you who the person is. It just gives you a whole bunch of information and you have to kind of like sort through it. Yeah. Our Spain. Hey, no problem, dude. Thanks, man. You fixed the pool. There you go, buddy.
Oh, thanks a million, Inspector. The smell cleared right up. Well, in a couple hours, the guests might even be back. Then I actually gotta start doing my job. Of course, we're not gonna get a follow-up shipment for the water anytime soon, so they'll have to content themselves on the deck. I got a little something for making my job that much less miserable.
Oh!
It's the key to our storeroom. If my boss asks, you never met me.
I think we both know my work was worth a little more than that.
I guess I can spare a few bits. And, here, this pack of smokes. Sorry, they don't really load me up with the goods.
Thanks, Furai.
I gotta get back to it if you don't mind, Inspector.
Okay, let's check out the storeroom. We'll also do this task as well. So wait, we never went to... Yeah, we never even went to this island. Whoa. Huh. We have some exploring around to do. This one, I think, right? Am I looking at that right now? Yeah, we never even went to that island. We need to see what that is. Here it is. Thank you, Royal Demon. Appreciate that, dude. How's the DLC maps design? It's great. It's yeah, this DLC is top notch so far. Characters are fun. The characters are fun. The quest has been great. Ooh, open safe. Boom. View lockdown alert. Messages. Mr. Vargas, want to let you know everything's under control. Situation's normal, just a small weapon malfunction and a slight gas container combustion. Maybe if you actually trained us instead of spending all your time shouting your overinflated head off, Slug wouldn't need to buy itself a new wall. To anyone in my idiot maintenance crew who is still alive and not actively on fire. Oh my lord. Okay. Man, there's a lot of stuff down here. Take all this. What are you? Flamethrower 2.0? Okay. Pretty cool. Inferno Scythe Gold. Fun. There's some up there? No. Okay. Alright, just a bunch of loot. I do like my loot. Okay. Let's go to that island we haven't been to yet and see what's going on there. Actually, no. Let's do this quest first. We'll knock all this stuff out. We still need to fully explore the reserve. Maybe we'll find a clue there. Wait a second. Wait a second. You're right. You're right. We're looking for information about an explosive. Ooh. I've gotten a dozen reports about an explosion in the generator room. Last I recall, I sent a team of Hulkheads down there for routine inspection. Please tell me you remember to shut down the void-forsaken generator before you started jabbing around in there. Tell me you at least remembered the most basic safety procedures. The generator room. Where is the generator room? Is that from the elevator that was out of order? Hold on. Thank you, Beers, your friend. Appreciate that, bud. It's the elevator. Okay. Do you have a sign to the generator room? There's a window in here. Where does this overlook? That looks over there. Okay. It's the room where the generators are. Oh. Oh, okay. Here? Is it in here? That looks like a generator, doesn't it? That's just the notice of termination. That's where the big sprat was. Okay. We got into all the rooms down here. All right. I think we're clear for now. Already talked to him. All right, let's go to the reserve. Thank you, Zaven. Was there a shiny new wall in the generator room? I don't think so, but we'll check on that.
Did you hear that?
Is the DLC a standalone? Yes. DLC is essentially a standalone. You go to a new location. I think they recommend you be level 30 though, so it's definitely designed for endgame stuff. Yarmore. Interesting. Dasby, thank you very much, bud.
Oh! Nice hit! That's one down!
Don't mess with us!
Wait. Dasby, where did you see that? That's not what standalone means. Well, okay. It's standalone in terms of the story. In terms of, it's standalone, like, you travel to a different... It's not a standalone product. You don't just buy the DLC and it's its own executable. It's a separate story inside the game. Yeah, I probably should make that clear. You absolutely need the base game. It is a different system in the base game that you travel to. Mm-hmm. It's very much a DLC. It is DLC 2.